Chess is more than a game. It teaches a number of useful life skills, such as being objective and learning to analyze one's strengths and weaknesses. This is the winning formula that the previous world chess champion of 15 years, Grandmaster Garry Kasparov, shared. He was in Singapore to promote chess as a professional sport. Grandmaster Kasparov was so driven that he even ran for presidency in Russia in 2007, which he later withdrew from because his political movement had been unable to rent a hall in Moscow as per the requirement under Russian law. In Singapore, Grandmaster Kasparov met with thronging crowds of enthusiastic fans. People from all walks of life gathered at 3 different locations in Singapore to catch Grandmaster Garry Kasparov, known to be the greatest player of all time. This 47-year-old has retired from professional chess for 5 years now, but he continues to promote the sport all around the world, and he also continues to have an ardent fan base, which you see right behind me. He was the youngest world champion at 22 years of age, world chess champion from 1985 to 2000, and he also achieved the highest ever ELO rating of 2,851 continuously for 20 years from 1986 to 2000. This rating system is used to assess the strength of a player, and to top it off, he had the prestigious title of Grandmaster to his name. Little wonder why Grandmaster Kasparov continues to be such a phenomenon.
That's what I learned from chess. Before you make any decision, before you decide how you're going to move on, you have to recognize and be very open with yourself, your strengths and your weaknesses, and to have your own sort of self-description in order to see your future perspectives.
The Grandmaster continued to wow the crowds as he went up against Singapore's 2 top players, International Master Kevin Goh and FIDE Master Timothy Chan. Though the players put up a good fight, they bowed out in defeat to Grandmaster Kasparov. At the Serangoon Garden Country Club, Grandmaster Kasparov played against 22 players at 1 go. Yet he remained unfazed and beat them all squarely. Since his retirement, Kasparov has been a motivational speaker cum writer. His most recent offering is How Life Imitates Chess, where he talks about how chess has taught him important life skills.
I used to analyze, anything I do, and I believe that one of the main qualities that helped me to stay on top for so many years was my objectivity. I was never shy to recognize my mistake. And I learned from Mikhail Botvinnik, my great teacher, another great world champion, so that even if you won the game, you always have to look deep into the game, because normally when you won, it's not because you played great, but your opponent made the last mistake.
Admitting that he has hardly ever played in Asia, Grandmaster Garry gave his assessment of the chess scene in Singapore.
Singapore is, as I said, not only vibrant economy, but there's a lot of interest for the game. And, I thought it would be a great opportunity, and it would be pity to miss. So, as for the chess talent, there's some good players here, but you can hardly expect, having another Kasparov or Karpov in a small country, because the numbers are technically against you. So but if you work, if you keep working, if you really can promote chess, do it for everybody, eventually I think anything can happen. Now the biggest chess talent in the world, Magnus Carlsen, he's from Norway, what is a country of less than 5 million people. So that's why size of the country is not an obstacle to find a great talent. What is important is just to invest material resources and also, a political will to promote the game. So I feel pretty good about the future of chess here, because there's an enthusiasm, and many parents, they actually want their kids, to study the game.
For someone who has been playing chess for over 22 years, his eyes still light up when he talks about the game, and in particular, the future of the game.
Nothing gives me more pleasure than seeing kids playing chess and being so enthused about playing Grandmaster and willing to learn from their mistakes, and even if they don't succeed to become top players, I believe that this zeal and desire to improve will help them in any walk of life.
In the next clip, we catch up with those few who had a face down in a game of chess against the Grandmaster Garry Kasparov.